When you start No Man's Sky for the first time, it can be overwhelming with all its possibilities. With many free updates over years that have added more content to explore and unlock, we sometimes don't know where we should begin. To help make your journey easier and less confusing for newcomers, perhaps like yourself, I would like to share with you some basic tips and suggestions on how you can get best started. As the title suggests, today I will be covering how to unlock all of your building parts and what currency is needed for it. At the time of this recording, there are 636 building items that can be unlocked in No Man's Sky. If you are a new player, then I would advise you to start and follow the direction of the game's story and missions. Many basic items will be unlocked during the first stages of the tutorial campaign and will get you some basic information on how to build your first base. Once you get past that, the other items can be unlocked fairly easy. The hard part is to obtain the currency for them. The first way you can purchase building blueprints is given to you in the first hour of a new game. This is the construction terminal. This device has basic access to the blueprints in the game, including some devices and structural parts like walls, floors and roofs. As you can see, I can only purchase these blueprints with currency called salvaged data. Salvaged data is found in buried technology modules. These can be dug up from almost any planet in the galaxy. To be able to scan for them, you will need to have installed the Analysis Visor first, which should be available for you from the moment you start the game. The other technology you need to have learned and installed is the Terrain Manipulator. This technology will be released fairly quickly, as you need it to be able to build your first base. Both the Analyze Visor and Terrain Manipulator are installed in slots on your multi-tool. Once installed, you can now scan the surrounding area for buried technology modules. You will recognize them by the Wi-Fi icon they have for it. When you reach the spot, you will have to dig them out. That is where our Terrain Manipulator comes in handy. Now you can simply extract the salvage data from the module. You can get up to 3 salvage data from one module, but on average you will get 2 per module. Once you obtain a few, you can return to your construction terminal and unlock some blueprints. As said, there are way more parts available than what this construction terminal shares with you. Most building blueprints can be unlocked at the Anomaly, a space station that can be summoned. The Anomaly is unlocked after your first warp, which should be about 1 or 2 hours after starting the game. In the back of the Anomaly, there are some vendors, including one terminal that gives you blueprints in return for salvaged data. As said before, there are 636 parts to be unlocked. Most of them right here at this terminal. To be able to unlock all blueprints at this terminal, you will need about 960 salvaged data, depending a bit on how much you already unlocked before. This is quite some scanning and digging. So you can either bite the bullet and do this all at once, or you can explore, play the game while unlocking the items gradually. If you are planning to dig it up all at once, you should assume this will take 3 to 4 hours to obtain it all. As said, the hard work is getting the currency. Now, there are 2 more locations where you can get unique building blueprints. The first one is right here at the Anomaly. Near the landing pads, you can find the Quicksilver merchant. This vendor allows you to convert Quicksilver into blueprints, which can be apparel, emotes, and so on. However, we are here for the building parts. Most items you find here are purely decoration and plants, and they will cost you Quicksilver. Quicksilver is another currency that can be gained by doing the daily missions or weekend missions at the Nexus. Daily missions will reward you with 250 Quicksilver, while the weekend mission will result in 1200 Quicksilver. This can be a very slow progress for new players, as you can only gain about 3000 Quicksilver per week from these missions. There are some other ways, of course, like the first missions done for nada, or pulse fishing, which is an exploit done by reloading and mining condensed stellar ice. There are plenty of guides on YouTube for this. Now, none of these are quick and will take patience. The advantage of Quicksilver items is that once unlocked, they are unlocked for all your saves, even for the new ones later on. One way to speed up the unlocking of Quicksilver blueprints is to do the daily and weekly missions on several saves. If you have 5 saves, that means you can now earn up to 15,000 Quicksilver per week. Now you can buy different blueprints per save, making them available to every save. There is one more location left where you can unlock some blueprints. For this, we need to travel to the space station first. Near the multi-tool vendor, you will encounter a little tent where you can find the scrap dealer. The scrap dealer themselves sell some building items which are decorations and decals, but these need to be purchased with tainted metal, a currency only found on derelict freighters. The good thing is, we need to be on a derelict freighter anyway, as the last blueprints are found there as well. To be able to find a derelict freighter, we need to purchase an emergency broadcast receiver first. This can be obtained from the scrap dealer itself and will cost you a dear penny. 5 million for the first one, and the next one just went up in price. The price for these will raise up to 30 million per piece, or you wait until the next day for the price to be reset. You can also receive one free receiver from Helios per week, but only after you finished your first derelict freighter. It is also possible to get them as rewards from Nexus missions. Once you obtain your receiver, jump in and out of your ship to create an autosave. Then hop into your ship again and fly out into space. Open up your inventory, activate the receiver, and start pulsing. Once a derelict freighter has been detected, it will ping on your screen. Deactivate the pulse drive and the freighter should drop right in front of you. Landing on a derelict freighter will not save, so if your game crashes or you cannot find what you're looking for, you can simply reload and travel to another system to retry your emergency broadcast receiver. A derelict freighter can be a dangerous place if you're not prepared. There is a chance for some defenses to be activated or creatures to jump out of their nests, so be careful. We are looking for two things in this case. Tainted metal, which can be found in any of the containers, lockers or briefcases. As a side note, this metal is also a great resource for nanites as it can be refined into that. But if you're looking to unlock the building parts, that is not our main focus now. There are 13 blueprints as well that can be unlocked on the derelict freighters. But some freighters might not have any blueprints at all, others might give you 4 to 5 in one run. It is a game of chance. Blueprints only seem to be found in the crates, not in lockers or briefcases. Once you discover the blueprint, it will automatically be added to your building menu, so there's no need to purchase it anymore. Once done with this, you should now have unlocked all your buildable items. Sadly, the legacy parts are no longer unlockable and seem to be only available to builders who unlocked them before Frontiers. The reason for this is unclear. One reason could be they are not optimized for rendering and Hello Games is hoping to phase these parts out over time. Only time will tell. If you're a PC player, however, you can either use mods or the save editor to unlock the legacy parts. If you're interested in how to, let me know in the comments so I can see if it's worth making a video about it. For any one of you that does not feel like doing all of this work and just wants to jump into building, there is always creative mode for you. Creative mode will start the game with almost every building part unlocked and you can just start building. You should now be able to build to your heart content. And I'm always interested to see with what the community comes up with. So if you feel like sharing your buildings and creations, check the video description for our Discord link and join the many talented players there. Don't forget to press that thumbs up before you click on one of these videos right here, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. This was Beeblebum. Goodbye for now.